Welcome to Kermode Uncut, where we're doing midterm report, best and worst movies released January through June 2018. I've already done my worst, number 10 to number 6. They were number 10, Pacific Rim Uprising, number 9, Tad the Lost Explorer and the Secret of King Midas, number 8, Overboard, at 7, 1517 to Paris, and at 6, Winchester. Now here's number 5 to number 1. Be warned, there are some stinkers in here.
If a man really wants to protect what's his, he has to do it for himself.
The men who did it are out there. I'm gonna hunt them down. One by one.
So at number 5, Death Wish. No, not that Death Wish, the Eli Roth remake of Death Wish. Now, here's the thing. I'm not an Eli Roth fan, haven't been for many, many years. But one of the things that Eli Roth does is nasty films, is tasteless films, is films that are senselessly violent. So, in a way, Eli Roth remaking Death Wish kind of makes some sort of sense, except it doesn't. You realise the film is actually 15 because it's been cut for a 15 certificate. Now, in the list of things that I really don't want, an Eli Roth remake of Death Wish is pretty high up. But a cut Eli Roth remake of Death Wish? Absolutely not.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Hello.
So cool. They must be from California.
Zan, what are you looking forward to experiencing in Croydon?
And number 4, a real oddity, How to Talk to Girls at Parties. And there's so much talent involved in this film. I mean, look at it. So Neil Gaiman, the original story, John Cameron Mitchell directing, Elle Fanning and Nicole Kidman starring. I went into this thinking this is going to be great. I mean, it's about a period that I like, and it's about music that I like, and it looks exciting and punky and inventive. And then suddenly I'm watching Nicole Kidman doing this impression of Vivienne Westwood and thinking, what on earth is going on? You know, sometimes the very best ideas, they look great on paper, they seem brilliant in the boardroom, you have a meeting, all the rest of it, there's a really good idea, then you sit there in the cinema and go, oh no, it's like that. Well, it was like that.
I thought it would be bigger, more colorful somehow.
Come on in! Wait, didn't you try to eat me? Show me your teeth. Do like a goat, like... It was you! I knew it! How are you? So good to see you.
And at number 3, and I'm surprised that it only made number 3, Peter Rabbit, or as I like to call it, Irritating Rabbit. See, here's the thing. The Beatrix Potter books, they had charm. They were quaint. They were very, very British. The film itself, well, apparently it's a huge hit. It was a runaway success. People went to see it. It took loads and loads of money. I'm sure there's going to be more. And yet somehow it had nothing of the original source material. So I said, okay, the problem is not so much the film itself, because the film is clearly working with some audiences. The problem is that it's called Peter Rabbit. Don't call it Peter Rabbit. Just call it Irritating Rabbit. And then it won't annoy me so much. They called it Peter Rabbit, and it really annoyed me.
Do you know what? That would never have worked.
What do you guys give me if I kill that bird? Farver, that's a bald eagle. Get away, Baldy! Yeah! Guys, what do I win?
A one-way ticket to hell.
So into the top 2, and at number 2 is another sequel, Super Troopers 2. It's the sequel no one wanted to the film no one could remember, except they could and they did. See, the weird thing about Super Troopers 2 is this. Although the studio didn't want to make it, apparently there was an audience because it got crowdfunded. The film exists because a bunch of people went, you know, I really think the world will be better with a Super Troopers sequel. So they put money into it, and they made it, and it came out, and we all went, yeah.
No! Viva Las Vegas. I give props to hip-hop, so hip-hop, hooray! Viva Las Vegas. Hey!
Stop! Max, stop it! What kind of dog likes hip-hop?
Which brings me to the number 1 spot. My least favourite films released in UK cinemas so far, January through June. And it is, of course, Show Dogs. Or, as I like to call it, No Dogs is better than Show Dogs. Here's the thing with Show Dogs. There's a line in Show Dogs when one of the talking dogs says to another of the talking dogs, you know, no one makes talking dogs pictures anymore. And here's why. This is a film that got itself into real hot water, because its central character, its canine character, its talking dog character, who we're meant to, love and appreciate, the lesson that he has to learn is that it's all right for a stranger to fondle his undercarriage, and he has to learn not to complain when that happens. Unsurprisingly, there were complaints to the film company, who rather late in the day went, oh, yeah, that may be not a great thing to have done. Apologies were issued, recuts were done, but by that point it was all too late. But you know the worst thing about Show Dogs is this. You can take that stuff out. The film is still beyond terrible. I mean, again, it's one of those cases when you sit there as a film critic going, what? What? Really? Really? So there we are, my top 10 least favourite films of the year so far, January through June. They are at number 10, Pacific Rim Uprising, number 9, Tad the Lost Explorer and the Secret of King Midas, number 8, Overboard at 7, 1517 to Paris, number 6, Winchester, number 5, Eli Roth's Death Wish, number 4, How to Talk to Girls at Parties, number 3, Peter Rabbit, that's Irritating Rabbit to You, number 2, Super Troopers 2, and at number 1, Show Dogs. Now, I'm sure that you've seen films that you hated more than any of those. What were they? What did I miss? What did I overlook? Let me know. And you know what? Be interesting to see how many of those are in my bottom of the year list at the end of the year, because the fact of the matter is, if Show Dogs isn't in that list, then we've got a very bad 6 months ahead of us.
The pain passes, but the beauty, she remains.